Hey fish nerds of YouTube and random bored people of the internet. Neon tetras and cardinal tetras have been staples in this hobby for a long time. Yet you hear of many aquarists struggling to keep them alive and happy for the long term. We're going to take a side-by-side comparison of these two species and see what the keys to success for each of these species are. Neon tetras and cardinal tetras are very similar in a lot of ways, yet there are some differences. When we do this side-by-side comparison, we're going to look at appearance, water parameters, diet, tank mates, and behavior for both of these species. Then after our comparison, we'll talk about why some aquarists struggle with keeping these fish alive. First up is appearance. Beginners might have trouble deciding which is which because they do look very similar. So first we'll look at the neon. The red color on a neon is limited to their tail. The blue stripe goes from their eyes to about the midsection of their body. Whereas for cardinals, the red color extends the full distance of the body on the bottom half of their body. The blue eye extends from their eyes to the full length of their body to their tail. There's also a bit of a difference in size. Neon tetras tend to run a little bit smaller, about 1.5 inches in length, whereas cardinal tetras get a little bit bigger, reaching 2 inches long. Now we're going to look at probably the most important differences between neon tetras and cardinal tetras: water parameters. Neons and cardinals may look similar, but you might be surprised that the water parameters are actually a little bit different. Both these species actually come from the Amazon basin, but keep in mind, the Amazon basin is huge. Even though they're from the same river basin, their water temperature requirements are actually a little bit different. When you look at water temperature, neon tetras actually prefer it a little bit cooler. The prime temperature range for neons is between 72 degrees and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. The sweet spot for cardinals is in the upper 70s to 80 degrees, so they prefer it a little bit warmer. Both these species come from soft waters, so keep in mind if you have hard water coming out of your faucet, it might be difficult to keep these species healthy and happy. Feeding neons and cardinals really isn't difficult. They'll take just about anything, from flake food to frozen food to live food such as daphnia. So in other words, the dietary needs of neons and cardinals is pretty much identical. Neons and cardinals pretty much have the same requirements for tank mates. Finding tank mates for neons and cardinals is pretty easy, but keep in mind they make a pretty good bite-sized snack. So don't keep them with anything larger and aggressive. I generally follow the guideline of same size and temperament. However, they can be kept with larger species such as angelfish and viscus. I would say cardinals and tetras have almost identical behavior. Both species are shoaling fish and should be kept in a group of at least 5 or more. Generally speaking, as long as you're not overstocking the tank, the more the merrier works for these species. Part of me kind of wishes I would have done a species only tank for cardinals in the 37 gallon and had like 20 cardinals. But I do love my CPDs and my clown killies. So now why do I believe people have trouble keeping neons and cardinals? First off, it's the temperature. If you keep the temperature a few degrees off, it's not going to kill them right away, but it can significantly shorten their lives. A lot of people don't realize neons like it a little bit cooler than a lot of tropical fish. But then you have cardinals who like it a little more on the hotter scale. My second reason why I think people struggle keeping neons and cardinals is they're saltwater fish. So if you have hard water, it's not going to kill them right away, but it can shorten their life. I always say if you have hard water, stick with hard water fish. If you have soft water, stick with soft water fish. There's no sense in fighting your water parameters. Overall, both neons and cardinals are beautiful fish and fun to watch. Both of them are great additions to a Planet Aquarium. I'll see you next time.